Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 265 of Sonic Boom TV. Been away a little bit recently, as you guys probably know if you're waiting for a video. Most of you are not, so no big deal. I was just recently on an episode of Off the Charts with Dan, talking about Brittany Fox's debut album. Go check that out on, I don't remember what episode number it was, but if you look up Off the Charts and I guess Brittany Fox, you should be able to find it. So this episode is going to be kind of short. I've got a few new things that I wanted to show. I was supposed to get something in the mail today, it never came. And I have a few things that I actually ordered. You know, all $10 records that I got coming. I'm working on saving up money for Record Store Day, and so far I'm doing well, but you know, I gotta have to save the money for that. I gotta cut in other areas, which means I'm living kind of can't do anything for the next couple weeks. I've got like close to $300, and usually I don't go over that, so by the time we get to Record Store Day, I should have over 400. I'm not going to spend over 400, but then I should be able to get the ones I want to really want to get. And I will do a video for that coming up soon. It's not going to be tonight, I don't think, but in the near future, I'll be showing you guys my want list kind of stuff. So with these records I got today, I've got a couple things I won. Two things I purchased, and I think, yeah, that's it. So I got three things I won. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 things I won. One and two things I purchased. One was only $1. So we'll get to. We're going to save the best stuff for last, and we'll get the weird stuff up front. And let's just get right into it. Starting off with some weird stuff. I won this from Dead Broke Records. Dead Broke Records. Not sponsored. Not at all. But I won this, and I don't really have a proper sleeve for this. But I kind of made a joke about it, and then I won. So, but it's a flexi disc, picture flexi disc, at that, of a band called Sized Up or Seized Up, Hanging in the Balance. I haven't listened to it yet. It's got a little wave in it, sort of. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I think it should still play. I mean, I forgot that I had it because I had it in the envelope that it came in, and I put it off to the side for the next show, and then I missed it on the last show, I think. So I never listened to it yet. I'm going to listen to it probably either after this or tomorrow, maybe. And it also came with a sticker. The artwork is pretty cool. I don't know exactly what's going on here. We've got these, these dark figures. Don't know what they're doing. Some kind of maybe cultish stuff, I don't know. And with this girl that's kind of flying here, or hovering above the ground. It's pretty cool artwork, though. I don't know what kind of music it is. It's probably some kind of heavy metal. I don't know. It's manufactured in the Czech Republic by Pirates Press Records. And then he sent me a couple stickers as well. We've got Ink in Our Veins, screen printing, LVAC. I don't know what that is. It's screen printing, but I don't know what LVAC stands for. I don't know. It doesn't say it. And then there's a My Chemical Romance sticker and a Pantera sticker. So I'll put those on something. I think this only has one song, by the way. It looks like it's just one track. So, cool. I need to get a sleeve for it, though, because I don't have any 7-inch sleeves, and I don't want it to get scratched up or anything. So I've been sticking it in a big one for now. We'll stick it back in there. The second thing I got, I don't know who I got it from, but it was on Whatnot. I won. This guy was doing a show of 45s, and I was just watching him for a little while, and he did a thing, and I won because there wasn't that many people in his room. And I asked him, like, do you sell any regular, 12-inch records? And he's like, yeah, we do all kind of shows. Sometimes we sell like toys, like Hot Wheels and stuff like that. Sometimes we do vinyl. Sometimes we do 45. Sometimes we do full length albums and stuff like that. So it's just whatever. But I won this, and it says $10 right there that somebody was trying to sell this for at one time, and I think it's actually worth probably that. But I'd never heard of this before. Let me take it up. It's by a group called the Flirtations. I believe this came out in the 60s, maybe 70s. I don't know if it's got a date on here anywhere. I didn't write the date down when I looked up something, but this is an error label. So you can see somebody put a heart right there. The song is Nothing But a Heartache, and then somebody put a little silver heart there and underlined that. And I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, why did they do that? Kids do weird things or whatever. But I just kind of like, why did they do that? And then when I flipped it over, it says, it's got the heart again, and it's got Nothing But a Heartache again. And then it's, I didn't realize what it said at first, but that says not this. And it's not that. It's a song, I believe it's called How Can You Tell Me? And I looked it up on Discogs, and I couldn't find one that had the wrong label on one side. And I listened to it once, I think, once or twice, and both songs were pretty good, for that old style. But it's definitely two different songs, and the only singles I can find of this were those two songs. So I think, and I'm pretty sure it was a couple weeks ago. So I really don't. I'm not sure if that's the song it was. And I just looked it up again tonight without listening to it. I should have listened to it again before, but I believe it's that song. So I looked it up, and in the version I saw, I think the mid range on this was like $7 or $8, and the high end is like $20. But that's not for a mislabeled one, and I don't know if people, consider a mislabeled one more valuable or not, because I don't collect for errors or anything. But I would think it'd be worth a little more just because it's an error. But cool, cool to win something like that. This other one I won. It's a show that I see all the time. They do a lot of giveaways, and it's usually something that's only worth $1 or $2. And I just happen to I was waiting on somebody else's show to start that I wanted to watch on Whatnot, and I went to the top of the records, and I just started scrolling through the shows, and I stopped on them because I knew who they were, and they were doing a giveaway. Well, I just joined a giveaway, and within like half a minute, it pulled the name, and I won. And it's a Sugar Hill record. It's a single, 12-inch single, called by West Street Mob. I didn't even know what I won. I mean, because I wasn't there when I first decided what it was going to be. But the song is Monster Jam instrumental on one side, and I guess that's the B side, I guess. And Let's Dance, Make Your Body Move is the A side. The song is like 6 minutes and 48 seconds on that side, and the instrumental one is 8 minutes and 47 seconds. So I know the things I've had by Sugar Hill, which is not a lot. But every time I see these, first of all, the songs are long, it seems like. They're all hip-hop songs, and they're just really long mixes, I guess. I guess I didn't care back in the day, when this came out. This came out in the 70s. This one, this is 81, this one says. So, but I see these all the time, like this is one of my favorite logos of that I've seen, and I love these jackets. But I can never find one that's really clean. This is probably one of the better ones I've ever seen. It's got some dirt on it and stuff. You can see at the top, and it's split at the bottom. But the one thing I always notice is when I pull the records out, they're usually really scratched. But this is the most common thing I see. I'm going to show you in a second. It's a white sleeve. The most common damage I see, and I don't know why, but you see that? See this tear right here into the, and how it's kind of crumpled? Almost every Sugar Hill record I see has that same tear, and I don't know what it's from. Is it from that circle? But I don't see how it could be, because you don't pull the record out that way. Like, you don't pull it against the circle. The line is below it. you know. So I don't know what they catch on, but they're all like that. And in the bottom just came completely unsealed. But I haven't listened to this yet. I just got it yesterday. It is. I have no idea what it is. It's an early hip hop song. That's all I know, or rap song, or whatever we're calling it these days. I know there's a couple terms, but interesting. Okay, so we've got those three. Only got a couple more things left, guys. Already. Yesterday, I went to the thrift store, the Salvation Army thrift store, and they've been real miss on records lately. Like, they haven't had much in there when I go, but I haven't gone a lot either. But it seems like the last couple times I went, it's been the same couple things. Like, they must not be accepting records right now, or they're doing something else with them. I don't know, but they had a little shelf, and it was like maybe from here to Material Issue here, of records, and they had two shelves with about the same amount of records, and they were all the same trashed records I saw before. It was a couple empty covers that I saw, like no records in them, that maybe I would have gotten if they had a record in them, like 70s hard rock kind of stuff, but mostly it's like classical and old stuff nobody really wants anymore. Maybe there's some people there. It's all scratched up stuff mostly too. So I went, looked through those, decided there wasn't anything I was going to get. I walked around, and there's like furniture and stuff spread around, and sometimes they put stuff on the desk and stuff on the furniture for whatever reason, maybe just to make it look more attractive or whatever. But they had 3 records sitting on this one thing. Well, one of them was Mona Bone Jacone by Cat Stevens, and I'm not really into Cat Stevens so much, but I know he's got a couple songs that I know. But I picked the record up because the cover looked great, but the record was super scratched, and I was like, well. Then the other one was some kind of random classical collection of something, and then the last one was Glen Campbell, A Satisfied Mind. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that my first favorite song of all time was Rhinestone Cowboy when I was 4 years old by Glen Campbell. So I got a little soft spot in my heart for Glen. I don't have a ton of his records, but I probably have like 8 of them now. And he's a really good guitar player. He's got some terrible covers though. This one's actually not too bad. I like this cover's okay. He's wearing a terrible shirt. But he's got some really bad like Christmas albums and stuff. Like, the covers are terrible, and I just don't buy them because I like, geez, these look terrible. This guy's wearing a turtleneck or something, just looking weird. I don't know, but anyway, I grabbed this one because the cover is in great shape. It's got a little bit of a ding right there on the top, if you can see that. But otherwise, it's great, and the record looks brand new almost. It's dusty, but it looks good. I don't know if it had an inner sleeve that I should show or not. What did it have? Yeah, it's just got one of those ones that Pickwick 33, A Commitment to Excellence. This tells you about Pickwick, I guess. I might as well show the record. You can see that there's not really any scratches on it, if you can see that, but it's got dust, so it should play well. But I noticed something about this one that I thought was a little funny. It's got, the song titles seem to like they didn't try hard enough to make the songs different. On the first side, he's got A Satisfied Mind, Truck Driving Man, There's More Pretty Girls Than One, Raining on the Mountain, Kentucky Means Paradise. Those are all different. But the next side, we got Weary Lonesome Blues. Then we've got Lonesome Jailhouse Blues. Then we got 100 Miles Away from Home, which breaks it up. Then we've got Long Black Limousine. And then we got Poor Boy Looking for a Home, which goes right back. So like, they just kind of use the same kind of names on the second half of that album. I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know any of these songs, and I haven't listened to this yet. But it'll probably be pretty good. I mean, he's country, but he's a good guitar player. So, and I'm sure he's playing on this guitar and not just singing, because he's got a guitar right there. So that ought to be pretty decent. Then I think I listened to this once. I'm not quite sure. I was on Dead Broke Records website, not website, whatnot, auctions and stuff a couple weeks ago, and I won again. I keep winning from that guy's page, man. He makes fun of me for it, but I don't know. Like I just win a lot from him. I've won like 3 weeks in a row. He didn't have one this week though. But we've got a. I gotta ask him about this. But we've got this band that well, actually, I won something else, but I already had it, and he said he would swap it, and he offered me this, and it's good. But it's Heavy Pockets, Pure Evil. Heavy Pockets is upside down right there, so I guess it goes either way you want to do it. But if you live where I live in Metairie, Louisiana / Jefferson Parish, Louisiana / right next to New Orleans, there was a sheriff here, and he was Chinese. They had a Chinese restaurant that his family was famous for, Lee's something, and it closed down a long time ago. I don't know why. I think the kids didn't want it or something like that. But his name was Harry Lee, and he was a sheriff, and he got huge. But he died a while back. But this picture looks like a drawing of Harry Lee. He used to wear a cowboy hat. He wore these like khaki kind of shirts stuff, like a police uniform kind of stuff, the old style. So I'm like, I wonder if that is a picture of him. And then I wonder if this band has anything to do with this area of the world. But the back cover is that. There's a song called Happy Gilmore, Evergreen, Black Lake, Nape, Sucker. I thought it said Shocker, but it's Sucker. Headrest, Your Indigo, Pure Evil, and Radical Truth. It's just got a label that says Cat Dead, Details Later Records, and Dead Broke Records. So it was a Dead Broke release. Black vinyl with. Is that upside down? Yeah. Black vinyl. If I can get it out. Just on the black vinyl. I don't know if there was an insert. I think there is an insert. I think it's a little booklet. Yeah. It's got this little booklet. I don't know if it's song lyrics. Yeah, it looks like lyrics and a couple little pictures and stuff. Kind of like a little zine kind of thing. But this paper is kind of nice that it's on. It's kind of a little gloss to it. Anyway, that's that. It's kind of a punk rock thing, not like super crazy or anything, but I listened to it once, I think. But pretty good. Now, I didn't just win and run on his page like I did the others. I didn't run. I just didn't. There wasn't anything to buy those days. I try to buy stuff when I win stuff from people, or at least at some point buy from them. But it's hard, if you win a lot, and I just happen to win a lot. I can't help it. But I did buy this. The Breeders, Last Splash. This was pretty big in the 90s. They had the song Cannonball, and there's a song called Saints as well that was pretty good. Oh man, I can't even read that. But it's Kim Deal and Kelly Deal, and I don't know who the other ones are, but we've got Nice Inner Sleeve. This was $26. They had their first album. This is the second album. I listened to this the other day when I got it. Nice labels, a little dusty. I haven't cleaned it yet, but I listened to it. Can't read the song titles, but Cannonball was their big hit. Saints was another minor hit. I think I had the single for that on CD. But I didn't have much by this band. I do now have a little more, but they had the first album too. It was called Pod. Somebody bought it. I don't know if he had another copy or not. But I was like, they were both $26. They're reissued by somebody, and I thought, well, I would have liked to get the first one because I had this one on. I know I have it on cassette. I think I have it on CD too. If I do, it'd be right behind me. Breeders, I don't see it real quick, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I definitely have this on cassette. Don't have the first one at all. And I have the third one on, I think it's the third one, on vinyl as well that I got not too long ago, and I still haven't listened to it. So my goal was going to be to listen to all three of them, but I don't have the first one now, so now I'll just listen to those two. When next time I go to listen to this, I'm going to grab the other one as well, and we'll do that. Kim Deal was in a couple of bands. I think she was in Pixies. Actually, I got a Pixies right here. It'll probably tell me. Nick Francis. I can't read it. This light is terrible on my. It looks kind of bright in here right now. It is not. It is terrible. I can't see anything. It just creates a glare on everything. It's so dumb. Yeah, she was in a Pixies, Kim Deal. Maybe it'll work on this one. I think she was in something else, but I remember Kelly Deal she was also in a couple bands, and she had a band called the Kelly Deal 3000 or 5000 or something like that. And I have a CD by them, and it was okay. She was not as good as Kim Deal, as far as rock stuff, but she's probably one of the dumbest people I ever heard of. She decided to send herself drugs. I don't know what kind of drugs, it doesn't matter, in the mail. And she sent it to her house. Well, some of that stuff, I mean, they have dogs that sniff the mail, whenever they're suspicious of a person or, a certain area of the world or whatever. Dogs, they send dogs through the mail, and if they smell it, they're going to say, oh, well, this is somebody's stuff. So they let the thing get delivered to her house. She accepted it, and then she got caught. So I don't know what came of that. I haven't heard about her in a long time, so I don't know if she went to jail or what, but dumb. So anyway, that's all I got new. I have one record that I did, that I won from Dead Broke Records. I have a single that I won another one. The last one I won. It got to New Orleans on Thursday or Friday, and it was supposed to be delivered today, and it's not. So who knows? But that'll be on my next episode. I have 6 records that I bought over the last couple days from VC Vinyl. They are some bands that I never bought anything by before, but I've heard of a couple of them. There's I think 1 or 2 new ones that I don't know them at all, that I wanted to try out, and then I know there's a Taking Back Sunday. I'm almost finished with my Taking Back Sunday records, and I'm not the hugest Taking Back Sundays fan, but I've just been able to find their records at either free or very reasonable prices, and like I said, I paid for the 6 records I have coming. I paid $10 a piece for all of them except one. I paid $11 because somebody bid it up, or they kept bidding them up, and for some reason they had a bunch of them, and they I don't remember what record it was, but they were putting them up for $10, and then it'd go up to $15-$16, and I'm like, why are you guys bidding? They have a stack of them, and they just kept doing it. So I just waited, and then I went one round, and I was the first person to swipe, had it on 10, and as the time was running out, we got to like 8 seconds. I mean, not 8 seconds, like a second left, and somebody bid it up on that, and I was like, well, you have it for 12. They got another one coming up. So the next one, same thing happened. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it, because I could tell they still had more. And somebody bought one. I didn't swipe. Somebody got it for 10. I was like, okay, now I'm going to get it for 10. And I guess somebody else was waiting too. And like, as soon as he put it up, I slid, and as soon as his 10 went up, and it went to 11 on me, and nobody else bid. So I was like, okay, well, 11's not bad, because I wasn't going to pay 15, 16 for something that was $10. So, and I don't even remember what it was, guys. You know, I don't know. I got to go back and look, see what I got. The only one I can remember is, well, I can remember two. I got an OTEP, whatever that name is. Got one of theirs, and I got Taking Back Sunday. I think it's their newest one, and they're like standing in the water. And the other four, I don't even know what they are right now. So anyway, that's all for this episode. I wanted to keep it under 20 minutes, and I've gone over that. So that's it for this episode. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.